What's up? Welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be nice, short, and sweet. We are just going to go over a grocery haul, $100 grocery haul. Actually, I probably should have made you guess at the end of this video, but that's okay. $100 grocery haul. Pretty much got what we needed. Now, I'm not saying that this is all you're going to need in a week, but this is going to last me a week. Some things probably longer. You know how groceries are, like you run out of some things in a shorter period of time, faster, and then some things last a lot longer. So before I start, I just want to share that I have chicken, rice, Kodiak cakes, waffle mix. I have eggs, egg whites, green beans. So there's a good amount of things that I do have that I didn't get in this haul that I will be eating on pretty much like a daily basis. But again, just wanted to restock on some of the basics. Now, right now, my personal fitness goal is to bulk and to gain muscle. So some of my food choices are similar to what I would be eating if I was more on like a cutting phase. And then there's also some things that are a little bit more dense that I choose to opt in for when I am bulking, because it helps me hit my macros a lot faster. So just a little disclaimer there. There might be some things here that are going to be really good if you're bulking. Maybe you don't necessarily want to eat if you are cutting because they're very, very dense. So let's get into it. I'm going to be sipping on some protein during this video, possibly, if I remember. This is Pro Gym's new protein. It is s'mores. It's so good. It has mini marshmallows in it. Just want to throw that in. Didn't get it at the grocery haul, but anyway, to the video now. Let's start this. So I'm literally just going to go in order here. You can probably see here milk. I will opt in for milk, or sometimes cashew milk, almond milk, coconut milk, kind of just depends. I noticed that I don't really have like a dairy intolerance, so I'm okay with drinking regular milk. The only time I'll really have milk though is if I'm like cooking with it in a recipe, or if I have a bowl of cereal. I mix my protein shakes with water. So again, I don't use milk very heavily or even on the daily per se, but anyway, regular milk. And then I like to have one of these because they're sold on the shelves. I don't really know how they do it, but they're sold on the shelves, not cold. And so this is like backup. This is like if I need a little bit of milk and we're out of this comes in clutch, okay? And it's good until September 5th, 2023. So we have a few months to use it. It's super good, even if you want to put it in like, if you drink coffee. I don't drink coffee, but if you drink coffee, you can use that. You can put it in your oatmeal. So there's a lot of different ways to use this. Maybe smoothies too is a great option. So anyway, I'll usually get regular milk. Tanner also likes regular milk, and then also like cashew milk or almond milk. Okay, now I got some gum, which I guess, I don't know if this counts as groceries or not, but Tanner likes chewing gum when he works out. I don't know how he does it, like bench pressing, chewing gum. I feel like I'd be laying down and I would like choke on it during a bench press sesh, and then I would die. I don't know. Anyway, I don't chew gum when I work out. Do you chew gum when you work out? I know some people, they have to do it. I get it. All right, we got some whipped cream cheese. Now, over the years, I honestly like whipped cream cheese more than regular cream cheese. It tends to be a little bit lighter too, only 50 calories for 2 tablespoons, and I feel like I usually only use 1 tablespoon. I am obsessed with these. They are a little bit of, I feel like when you first try it, you have to kind of get used to it, but they're the zero sugar Chobani. I think they're pretty new. I've only seen them really at Costco, but I found them at Grocery Outlet, so super stoked. So for the macros for one of these, it's 0 fat, 5 carb, no sugar, and 11 protein. So it's like literally just like pure protein and 5 grams of carbs. So anyway, I'll have one of these. And honestly, for having no sugar, I mean, it doesn't taste super sweet, but it's not like crazy bitter either. I don't know. I'm a fan because if I'm gonna have something sugary, I don't want it to be my Greek yogurt. Again, I want it to be like in a cereal or a cookie or something that I can like really get some satisfaction from for a sweet tooth if I'm gonna have sugar. Now, with that being said, I did have some of this already, so just don't mind me. Occasionally, I will be at the check stand, and if they have like dark chocolate, sometimes I cave in and I like to try different brands. And usually, you know what's funny? I don't even like dark chocolate that much. I like it when I'm eating it. I'm like, oh, this is a chocolatey taste. This is a craver. It's curing my craving. But then after, I hate the aftertaste of dark chocolate. Like, I literally don't like it. And I'm like, why did I eat that? But in the time being, I enjoyed it. I don't know. Maybe call me crazy. But for a third of this bar, so it's a pretty good size. It's not like a square. It's a whole third of a bar. 140 calories, 10 fat, 11 carb, 7 sugar, 2 protein. So anyway, tried this yesterday. Also got some butter because, you know, sometimes you just need unsalted butter for cooking stuff. I have a couple recipes I want to make and they have unsalted butter in it. So I had to get some of this. I really like this Earth Balance brand. You could probably get any brand, but I like this brand. They had it, so I got it. Okay, these are fun. This is Santa Fe blend. It's corn, black beans, red pepper, green bell pepper, diced onion. Sometimes when I'm like in a pinch, I will put this with like rice and chicken and it just adds some flavor. It's 90 calories for 2/3 cup, 0.5 fat, 15 carb, 6 fiber, and 5 protein. Literally the only ingredients are corn, black beans, red pepper, green pepper, onion. No like added gums or flavorings or anything like that. So it's just very, very convenient. You can also get canned options. Canned options stay good for a long period of time, but this is just all together. Okay, I'm all about saving time. If I can just throw this in the microwave, okay, the microwave 6-7 minutes, 5-6 minutes, I'm a happy gal. All right, now we have some tortillas. These weren't my favorite type of tortillas, but the options were limited, so I got this one. Unfortunately, when I grabbed it, I didn't notice. Usually when I grab tortillas, I will look for the fiber content because fiber is so important and tortillas are a great way to get in some fiber if you get the right ones. So if you need more fiber in your diet, which a lot of people do, like majority of people are short on their fiber, maybe don't get this kind. There's other kinds, even in the Mission brand itself, that have high fiber. So again, it's just something to be aware of. But we're gonna do some like tacos, burritos this week for some dinners. We got some bananas, okay. We have, I'm so excited for this, avocado spring oil. Literally the only ingredient is avocado oil. If you go to your can spray and you look at the ingredients, you're like, how the heck is all of that in this spray? This is so awesome. I would totally recommend avocado oil. The downside is it is expensive. The reason why I like Grocery Outlet a lot though is because it is very affordable. This is good until September 2023, and usually 2 of these would be like $13 to $15 for 2. This was $7 for 2, so it's like such a steal. So anyway, I had to get them. I got some light mayo because I like to have light mayo on hand just to make sometimes like a creamy sauce, or if I have like tuna or making a sandwich or something. It's only 35 calories and sometimes I don't even use a whole serving size, and it just adds a little bit of flavor and texture. So anyway, just light mayo. It's probably not the cleanest when it comes to ingredients, but I don't use it very often. Now I got some pasta sauce. This one is chunky tomato and herb. I just heard herb. The H is silent. And then some roasted garlic. No sugar added in these bad boys. Okay, something to look at when you're getting pasta sauce. 3 things I typically look at. One is the ingredients, seeing if it's all pretty much like whole ingredients. This one's tomato puree, tomatoes, tomato juice, sauteed onion, organic extra virgin olive oil, sauteed garlic, sea salt. You get the point. Like all very clear. I know what's in it, whole ingredients. Something else to pay attention to. This is why I'm really hoping it tastes good. I've never tried this brand, but I'm hoping this is good because not only is there no sugar added, meaning like added sugars, there's going to be natural sugars found in the tomatoes and so on and so forth, but no added sugars. It's 80 calories, 4.5 fat, 7 carb, only 5 sugar. Sometimes it gets up there, like sometimes it can be 7, 8, 9 grams of sugar, and 1 gram of protein. So I'll look at the ingredients, I'll look at the sugar content, and I'll also look at the sodium. Okay, so sodium is not bad for you, but again, you want to be able, if you can, there's a fly in the house. Anyway, dang it, that's totally gonna distract me. Okay, I'm gonna get through this and I'm gonna get him. I feel bad because he doesn't know he's like not supposed to be in here, but at the same time, like I don't want him on my stuff. Okay, whatever. So anyway, this tomato sauce has only 280 milligrams of sodium. That is so low. There are some sauces, because again, it's like on a shelf, and usually when things are on a shelf, sodium kind of helps preserve it to keep it a good shelf life. Sometimes it can be 4, 5, 600 milligrams for one serving, and sometimes you might do one and a half, 2 servings. And so again, like if you can, you know, do lower sodium options, so that way when you like season your food, you eat other things, you're not having like 6,000 milligrams of sodium a day. You're still having like a normal like 2,000-3,000, so you're keeping it in range. So anyway, 3 things to pay attention to when you're getting pasta sauce is the ingredients, sugar content, and the sodium. Now we have some protein. So like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I do have frozen chicken that I got from Costco, so that usually lasts a while, but did get some steak because we're gonna have some burritos, tacos, and then some ground turkey. So I usually like to get 2 or 3 different proteins to have during the week. Occasionally it'll just be an all chicken week, and it just is what it is. But if I can't have some versatility in my proteins, I notice that I enjoy my food a lot more, just because it feels like I'm not eating the same thing every day, which I can do, but sometimes it's good just to switch it up. Like I like ground turkey a lot with pasta. Steak's gonna be really good with these tortillas, and then chicken and rice, chicken and potatoes. I feel like super easy and good. Now bagels, if you're trying to cut and your carbs are lower than normal, I wouldn't really recommend bagels. I'd recommend like a very high fiber bread or an English muffin. You're gonna get more volume, meaning you're gonna be able to eat more for the same amount of calories. These are dense, okay? These are like 49 and 42 grams of carbs just for one. So it's like 50 grams of carbs right there. I remember on my prep for my cut last year for bikini bodybuilding show, like my carbs literally got to like 70 or 80 a day, and that would be like 1.5 bagels. So it's like not very smart if you're only gonna have this for your only carb source. You're not gonna hit a lot of fiber, you're gonna feel really full, it's just not a way to go. But again, if you have some carbs to spare or your calories are higher, then these are a great way to help kind of boost them up and to reach your goals. Because honestly, when I bulk, I have to very much pay attention to what I'm eating, and once my carbs are like 275, 300, 325, 350, I have to be like more mindful to get things like this, because if not, I'm not gonna hit my carb goal. So anyway, bagels, whole wheat, and then also the cinnamon. The cinnamon is kind of like a dessert, I don't know. It smells really good. It reminds me of French toast. Speaking of French toast, got some of this syrup. I've never tried this syrup before, but it's sweetened with monk fruit, which is good. It's a cinnamon maple flavored syrup. It has 15 calories for 2 tablespoons, 0 fat, 7 sugar. It has 5 grams of sugar alcohol, so we'll see how my digestion does with it. But I've heard good things about this brand, so I got 2 just to see how it goes. Again, if you shop at grocery outlet, if you have one available, these were only like $2.99, and I think if you got them at like Whole Foods, it would be like probably $6 or $7.99. So again, like it's a good way to save. Always look at like the expiration date and see how long you have. This is until July of this year, so you know we have some time. I got 2 peanut butters. Okay, I get 2 of a lot of stuff because honestly, if there's something that Tanner and I eat on a regular basis, we're gonna go through it pretty fast. I got this brand. Again, they were limited on the brands that they had available, so again, it just depends like what's available. Sometimes then I'll head to Trader Joe's after and get some things at Costco, but this is a pretty good brand. It's not my favorite, it's not the very best, but it's also not the worst. One thing you want to be mindful of when you get peanut butter is when you look at the label, do not try to stay away from hydrogenated oils, okay? Hydrogenated oils, you don't want them in your diet. I'm pretty sure they're like banned in Europe, but yeah, don't. This has palm oil, which isn't also like my ultimate favorite, but again, in moderation, you can have palm oil. But if you can just get a peanut butter that just has like peanuts and salt, that's the most ideal. And if you can't, then peanuts, sugar, flaxseed oil, palm oil, molasses, salt. This has 3 grams of sugar. So it's not, even though sugar's in the ingredients, it tells me that there's not a lot in it, because usually peanut butter can have like 2 to 3 grams of sugar anyways. So that's peanut butter. Potatoes, if you are balling on a budget, you have to get potatoes. This whole bag. And honestly, whether you're on a budget or not, I love potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. I love regular potatoes. I'll alternate between what potatoes I'm using. They're so good, like breakfasts, lunches, stews, dinners, like they're filling, they're hearty. You can cook them so many different ways. Like if I had to live off of one carb source, I'd probably live off of potatoes, because you can make French fries, you can make baked potatoes, you can roast potatoes, you can make them crispy, you can make them, like the options are endless. So it's like, get things that are gonna be versatile and taste good. And again, like if you're on a budget, if you're not on a budget, like potatoes are amazing. Now, as I've gotten older, and I have been a fruit connoisseur for years now, I usually will opt in for veggie fruits, frozen fruits, and that's because I get my hopes up, I go in the fridge, I go to grab the fruit, and then there's mold on it, and I got it like a day or two before, and I hate it. And then I start thinking like, this is gonna like make me have a sore throat, or I'm gonna like end up eating mold, or I'm gonna get sick. So usually what I've noticed with frozen fruit, it's just one ingredient, it's just blueberries, stays good for a longer period of time, and I just personally like it a lot more. Something that I skipped over really fast is popcorn. Honestly, if I am wanting a snack, popcorn, you have to look at the label, but it's usually pretty high volume, meaning you can get bags that are like 100-calorie bags. It's usually pretty good macros when it comes to not being super dense. Like for example, a serving for this is 5 fat, 20 carb, and 3 protein. So I usually try to get like the light or fat-free or low fat or something. Again, just so I'm not having like 30 grams of fat when it comes to popcorn. I'll only do that if I actually go to the movies and butter my popcorn, then okay, that's different. But I feel like the buttery popcorn that you make at home is just not worth all the fat. I just feel like it's not worth it. Oh my gosh, we're almost at the end of this. Okay, then some spinach for either cooking with things. You could do like a light salad, you could put it in your smoothies, you can make it in an omelet. Again, I am a versatile gal. If there's a food that can have multiple uses, I'm about it. Okay, so spinach, it's good. Now, last but not least, I saw these at grocery outlet, and I was hesitant on telling y'all because now you're gonna go to grocery outlets and you're gonna take them all. Okay, the thing about grocery outlet is just if like one store has something, it doesn't mean all of them are gonna have something. It always varies. And also the thing about grocery outlet is once they get something in stock, it's not guaranteed to stay in stock, so hence why I stocked up. I did save a lot. They had a lot left over, so I'm not like the person that clears out the entire shelf not saving any of them for other people. There was probably like 30 more boxes. These were $1.99. These were $2. Okay, I don't know if you've seen this brand before. The boxes aren't super big, but at Costco, there's like 2 bags. I think they're big bags, but 2 bags for like 20 bucks. At Ralph's, literally this brand is probably like $6 or $7 for a box. Now, I don't know if the box is bigger, but it's because it has 20 grams of protein per serving, and the serving size, 42 grams, is not that big. Like you can easily get 60 grams of protein in this. So anyway, high protein cereal. It was a bargain. I had to do it. Also, like if I'm gonna have, sorry, I totally blanked. If I'm gonna have cereal, it's like gonna be one or the other. It's gonna be very high protein, good, either good fiber, high protein. It's gonna be good macros, like it's gonna be that, or it's literally gonna be like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. There's no in between. It's like you either gotta go for like the sugariest one or like one that's actually gonna give you some nutritional benefits. So this, I got 8 boxes of it. So again, that's why, like, would I normally get 8 boxes of this? Probably not, but next time I go back to grocery outlet, they might not have it. So I'm like, you know what, I wanna stay stocked until, it's good until July. So, you know, Tan and I, we are cereal connoisseurs. I think literally cereal and like waffles, pancake waffles, are like my favorite things that I can eat pretty much on like, maybe not even an everyday basis, but like 2 or 3 times a week, and I just look forward to it and I love it so much. So, you know, I have to usually cut it out during prep, which I honestly miss those foods like the most. But while we're not on prep and we're in our growing phase, we're gonna be eating it, okay? We're gonna be eating it. That's pretty much the grocery haul. Again, you know, I didn't have to get 8 of these. I could have gotten 4 and got the other 4 and got like a chicken packet or something. but I hope this gives you pretty good insight on some staples, maybe some things to look at when you're reading nutrition labels, maybe some brands to look out for, different options when it comes to peanut butter or spray or pasta sauce or syrup, tortillas, yogurt, cream cheese, like you name it. There's always going to be more calorie-friendly options or more nutritional, better options, if that makes sense, like higher fiber, higher protein, cleaner ingredients. Like there's also going to be, you're going to have to weigh out like the pros and cons. Oh my gosh, the battery died when I was wrapping up the grocery haul, but luckily the camera saved it. I thought maybe because I didn't end the recording and I just heard the battery die, I was like, what if it just isn't there? What if it's just deleted forever? Whoo! Thank you, Sony, for saving my video. Okay, I would have had to do that all over again. It would have been good practice, but I was like, you know what? I'm so happy it's there. But again, I hope this video helps. If you want to see more grocery hauls in the future, let me know. I'm super love sharing with you guys. And I also, again, I have staples and I try to switch it up depending on things that I'm craving or things that I see at the store, and it gives me ideas and so on and so forth. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, a roommate, a partner, a family member if you go grocery shopping with them, and get some of these things. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.